First question from Quora. This user asks, what are the top 10 e-commerce lead gen platforms? So I think they're asking about like what are the main sources of traffic for
customer acquisition, traffic. Yeah.
For e-commerce.
Okay, so Google,
Facebook,
Instagram,
which is Facebook.
Sometimes Pinterest.
YouTube. Yeah. Pinterest, I guess, now maybe makes the top 5. Snapchat would be emerging.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be there.
Their platform is. I was talking to a guy this weekend, Brandon, and we were talking about Snapchat just released a Pixel about 5 months ago, and it's so difficult to use. Like from a marketing perspective, anything above like event activation or just top of level awareness, unless you're a Maybelline, which is actually they did a Twitter poll and 81% of their users said don't worry about Snapchat anymore.
Well, in the early days of Instagram, and then in the early days of Pinterest, and the early days there of Snapchat, you see like demographic. You can target by country and you can target by male, female. That's about as deep as the demographics go. So. But go ahead.
What about LinkedIn for like SaaS companies?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not an e-com's tough on that unless you're like selling a very particular thing that can be defined by job titles. And if so, LinkedIn's got a ton of traffic. I mean, you're looking at the biggest of the big here. Pinterest is even in some cases too small to drive more than a few $1,000s of incremental revenue at this point.
If your audience is on Pinterest, you know it.
Yeah, exactly. You probably already know it, and you're probably already organically kind of seeing the jumps from. I mean, that's kind of your Etsy crowd, kind of your But yeah, it's in order, I would say, and help me with the order if I mess it up. So I would say today, it is Google number 1 by a mile still, Facebook number 2 by a mile still, Instagram is right there. For some things, Instagram even outranks Facebook. Fourth, I would put YouTube. I think, and probably only solely because I saw what Dollar Shave Club was able to do there. There's a few others that have tried, but YouTube there. Fourth. Fifth, I would say Pinterest. Sixth, I would say LinkedIn. Seventh, I would say Snapchat. And then I would leave the bottom
for
blank.
Small ponds.
Yeah, I mean, where do you put Amazon in this list, though? I mean, if you look at off-platform, I would put Amazon a distant 5th or 6th. If you put on-platform and you're selling on Amazon, Amazon may even beat the top 3 or 4 or 5 that we put in there.
I mean, Amazon for I think it's branded searches is like 1 out of every 5 searches on the internet now starts with Amazon. So I think if you're in that market, I mean, Amazon SEO is a very real thing.
It is.
And so,
we've got 3 companies, we're in Walmart land here in Northwest Arkansas, a few miles from Bentonville's Walmart headquarters. We've got 3 companies that I know of or work in our area that are working on Amazon SEO, and that's just nuts to see that. So, I mean, maybe we rejigger it and say Google first, Facebook, Instagram second, and Amazon third,
depending on the product.
and maybe first depending on the product. I don't know. That's just shooting from the hip. I don't tie top 10 lists. It's whatever works for your business, right?
Yeah, and I think to nip this in, I think a lot of it depends on the vertical in which you're selling in. I mean, if you're a fashion company, you're going to be very Instagram heavy.
Right.
If you're a SaaS product, you may not be. So I think a lot of it is the demographics that you're targeting and the ability for you to create content native to the platform, which platform excels. I mean, I personally know of a swimwear company that doesn't like their Facebook page has like 3,000 followers on it because they spend no time on it because they're so Instagram
It's
heavy.
Instagram. Yeah, I think if you look at Lauren James, we had Lance and Lauren in. I mean, they're definitely Instagram heavy. And it brings up another point, which we won't talk about. This is a future question, future show, but startups need one channel, right? You only need one channel to really figure out. Once you hit critical mass on that channel, then you need a second, third, or fourth. So rather than figure out what your strategy is on all 7 of those, I would rather you spend time figure out which one of those to build your real customer acquisition strategy. All right, we've beaten this one to death.
That's John's tagline.
There you go.
We're on to the next one.
Yes, there we go.